Hi everyone, Kristen here, and you are watching episode 4 of Keeping It Real with the Moritas, a story of fertility trouble. I do apologize. I know the lighting is not so good. It's a nice sunny day here in Japan. I got the windows open, the shades open, so the lighting is making it dark. Even I have my above lamp on. And you'll hear in the background the military base that's near me. You'll hear a lot of planes and airplanes going by. They're doing their drills today, so I apologize. To kind of get you guys a little bit updated, last week I went to my fertility clinic with the doctor who speaks fluent English, and I went there to kind of talk to her about some pain that I've been having in my breast area on the sides, and I wanted to talk to her about that pain I've been having sometimes off and on, probably not related to ovulation, or at least I don't know, in that area though. So I wanted to find out if what she had to say. So I was thinking she was probably going to do an echo scan or a sonogram. So I went there. Basically, she kind of just felt my chest, and there wasn't any lumps or any cysts or anything that she felt abnormal. But she did recommend me to go see a breast surgeon and get a mammogram done and a ultrasound done or sonogram done. I have not yet found somebody to go to yet, though, that is a female who speaks English. So it's kind of on the back burner anyways. But I thought she would maybe do something like an echo scan to see, about anything going on with my ovaries, uterus, all that type of stuff. And she didn't. So I was kind of a little bit like, okay. And she kind of just said, no, I don't think it has anything to do with your gyno system. So I was like, okay. So basically I left with like more answers than, more questions than answers. So I decided, all right, you know what, come Monday, I'm going to go to my doctor and see if maybe there is a hormone imbalance with some other thing other than my testosterone and estrogen. And then I wanted to talk to her about what she thought maybe the pain is down in my nether region. So I went, but my doctor wasn't there that day. I also wanted to talk to her about the breast because I needed a letter of a referral letter. And yeah, so anyways, so that was my main reason of getting a referral letter to see a breast surgeon to get a mammogram done at an English-speaking female working hospital, I guess. And my doctor wasn't there that day, and the male doctor was, and I said, all right, nope. And I told Masa, all right, I'm going to the ladies' clinic. So I went to the ladies' clinic on Monday, and I saw the first gynecologist that I had ever seen, and I love her. I mean, I really love her. She doesn't speak English, though, so that's the only downside, but we get, we kind of understand each other enough. And I understand what she's saying. I mean, I am fluent in Japanese. I understand Japanese. I speak Japanese, but it's just faster and easier in my own language. And I'm sure you guys can kind of, you can relate to that. So I did go and see her, and she did do a screening, and I actually took a video of this. Now, the reason why, too, I could take a video, I mean, she doesn't know I took a video, but not all gynecologists have this type of room or chair. The expensive clinic I go to with the English-speaking doctor, she's got a very nice clinic, but it's just your regular gynecologist chair where you get in, you're straddled in, and then you go up type of thing. The place that I go to in my city, everything is very, very, very private. And you go into a little room. It's actually a big room. It's got the doctor's stuff in the back, and then you have a divider like a curtain, and then you have a small section of where the chair is. So you go into the room, you don't see anything in the back because it's all divided with the curtain. And then the nurse says, okay, we'll just take off your pants and your underwear and then sit on the chair. And once you sit on the chair, it's like a regular chair. You're not wide, you're not spread eagle or anything. You're just sitting on the chair like this. And then they open the curtain just to give you like a towel, and they're like, I'll use it. They're like, okay, put this over your legs, please, on your knees, and you just kind of cover up your thighs, and then all of a sudden you hear another voice from behind the curtain saying, okay, the chair's going to move. And the chair, like, you're like this, and all of a sudden you go, and it's turning like this. Because when you sit, so here's the door. So I'm going to do it like this. So your perspective is of the doctor, okay? So let's see if I can turn. First, you're sitting like this. And just, you got your feet just normal like this. You're just sitting in a chair. And then she says from behind the curtain, okay, we're going to start moving the chair now. Please relax. And just, you start turning slowly until you get to the front perspective of where the doctor is. Again, you just see a curtain in front of you. And then they say, okay, the chair's going to go back and spread your legs. And it just starts going, and your legs, the chair pulls your legs apart, basically. And then the doctor will come, and or the doctor's there, and she's like, okay, we're going to start the ultrasound stuff. It's not like in America where you're face to face with your gynecologists, you know, talking about the weather. I never see my doctor. You know, the consultation, we see each other. I never see her when she's actually looking down there. And same with the nurses. I don't see any of the nurses standing around. It's just, they see the bottom half. I see the curtain, or to the side, that's where the screen is, the the monitor is, so I can see, you know, inside the uterus and the ovaries and everything, and she explains it to me. So what I did is, I had my video camera out, and I did the recording. So after I'm done talking here, you guys will be able to see that perspective. And you'll see the monitor, and I translated what she was talking about. But just to give you a little, you know, inside of what Japan is like when it comes to that stuff. But again, every place is different. But I really like that method. And maybe I would be okay. No, I'm like, maybe I'd be okay if that was like a male doctor doing it. But no, I need a woman. So anyways, that was kind of what has led up to today. So this is what the episode's going to be about. It's going to show you about that. I got blood work done. The blood work that I got done was for, what was it? I think it was B3, B4, LH, and testosterone, and for endometriosis, I think is how you pronounce it. But anyways, so I got blood work done as well, and I have to go back in 2 weeks to go over the results of the blood work. I don't know if she's going to look again inside to see if anything's changed, but yeah, so that's kind of updating everybody on what's going on with hospital stuff. Updating everybody now about what's going on with my body personally. So I am on the 14th day. So from the day that your period starts, that is day 1, where you have a flow of steady blood, I guess. That's day 1. I'm on now day 14. Now, some people will have a average cycle of you start ovulating on the 14th and all that. I'm not like that. I'm late. I usually am on a 40-day or more cycle. So I start ovulating anywhere from day 19 to day 26. So next week, my birthday week, I'm going to start taking the ovulation home tests. So, or the ovulation prediction tests at home. So I will start sharing some of those results as well. I'm also monitoring my cervical fluid or cervical mucus. Right now I'm at a pasty, sticky white. It's getting a little bit more creamy. I did not take a picture of what it looked like. I probably will start doing that though, guys, just so you guys know kind of what it looks like. Because I know with me, you look online and they show you pictures of like, all right, wow, this person's egg white fluid is like, oh my God, it's like you really did crack an egg. And I'm not like that, let me tell you. And sometimes I'm like, all right, well, is this pasty or is this creamy? Is this pasty, creamy, or egg white? Because it has a little bit of a stringy texture to it. half the time I'm like, I don't get it. So I'm going to share kind of my stuff, and maybe it will be similar to somebody else out there who's having the same type of stuff going on too. And, just know that you're not alone if you have like not a normal cycle or not a normal flow of cervical fluid. But some of the other things that I'm going to be trying is I did some aromatherapy, and I'm not going to talk too much about that stuff. I'll talk in a different episode of alternative holistic medicine to help with ovulation, or fertility, which is going to be aromatherapy as well as acupuncture and reflexology. So I'm going to start doing stuff like that soon. But I guess that kind of just updates everybody about where I am. The temperature, so I use that fertility friend. I wake up every morning at 5 a.m. and put down my data. The first part of the, after my period was finished, I had some really strange ups and downs with my temperature, but now I'm getting a little bit more steadier. And, yeah, so we'll see what happens. But supposedly, again, this is all predictive. I need to do my ovulation tests as well next week, but supposedly on the 16th, my birthday, is supposedly the day that I'm going to ovulate. But again, this is just a prediction. It's kind of guidelines. So I'm going to start taking my ovulation test probably Tuesday on the 19th. I'm also going to kind of look at the cervical fluid though as well. If it's still kind of stickier, that scant type of cervical fluid, of course I'm going to wait. I don't want to waste my ovulation tests because they're not cheap. But so I'll probably start using the ovulation test on the 19th, because sometimes I can ovulate 19th, the 20th, 21st, 22nd, whenever, on that time period, I guess. So then it's going to be like the hard part of waiting after, ovulation, and then waiting for either your period or for a positive pregnancy test. So you guys are going to be with me, a lot more, and I'll be updating people a lot more on that. They might not be long videos. It might be just a quick, okay, well, here's my ovulation test. This is how I feel. And then see you tomorrow, or see you the next, in a day or two. And then I'm going to tell you guys when Masa and I also make love when we try to conceive, and tell you all about, not all the details about that, but tell you all the things nobody tells you of after having sex and having, the sperm in you type of thing. Because there's a lot of things people don't talk about that it's like, oh, okay, is this supposed to happen? But anyways, so that is, I guess, this video. I'm still going to be translating the blood work thing, but I might not post the blood work because the video didn't come out very good. You don't see the actual needle in me, and you just see my arm kind of like this, so it's not anything really big. They just, like I said though, they tested for, what was it? Give me a second, guys. Where is it? I wrote it down so I can tell you exactly what they tested for. They tested for B2, B4, LH, testosterone, and then endometriosis. I probably didn't say that right. So again, they'll give me my results. I'll get my results in 2 weeks. But to not keep you in suspense, the echo, the what do you call it? The ultrasound. My ovaries, my uterus, everything came back as being perfectly normal. Right now, she thinks that the right side ovary is going to be the one to develop an egg. When she saw it on day 10, she's like, oh, I think it's going to be this one, but it's very small. And I'm like, I've gone on day 14 to to check on like the ovary status, and my ovary, I always get the same thing. My doctor at Aiku Clinic says, yeah, well, you still have a little bit more time. It's still small, so probably in about 3 days, try and start to have sex type of thing is what she would tell me. So I knew at day 10, there was not going to be like, oh yeah, you're getting ready to ovulate. She was just like, yeah, you're just starting to kind of get moving with stuff. So it's like no surprise to me. So I'm going to end it here. And again, thank you all for watching. I will do another video as soon as possible. And I guess that's it. So I hope this helps for anybody else who's out there that's having fertility trouble or infertility. And I guess that's it. Thank you, as always, for watching the series. And just stay tuned for episode 5. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel and share the videos. Okay? So I'll talk to you all later. Have a good one. Bye.はい。台が動きます。はい。少しずつ足が開いておきます。楽にしてお待ちください。はい。お願いします。美人森田さんです。
先にキャンサースクリーニングからしていくよ。
あ、はい、お願いします。
それと、ウルトラサウンドソノグラフィーね、
はい、
やっていきます。
お願いします。
はいはい、楽にしてね、力抜いててください。リラックスね。はい、よし。大丈夫、痛いね。声上げていいからね。はい。安心します。これね、ウテルスね、子宮です。はい。子宮の内膜は排卵するちょっと前ぐらいまでにはなってると思うよ。はい。7ミリぐらい。で、筋腫とかそういう小骨、言ってたミオーマっていうやつね、子宮筋腫とか出来物トゥモールみたいなものはないと思ってください。はい。で、これはライトオーバリーね。ライトオーバリーは特に問題なくノーマルですね。ノーマルレンジ、ね。ライトボリーとは何ですか？ライトオーバリー。はい。これはレフトね。あ、はい。すいません。いえいえ、日本語英語やからな。私。これ、両方とも特に問題ないと思います。はい。なのでいいんじゃないでしょうか。あ、はい。ただ排卵する前っていうような、はい。オバリーが、オビュレーションする用意はしてないかな。まだあんまり大きくなってない。そうですね。はい。もしかしたらここかもしれへんけどね。あ、わかりました。これはレフト、左の方ですね。そう、ごめんなさい、画面で言うと、これは左。あ、反対ですね。はい。反対なので、こっちが左です。あ、なるほどですね。はい、よし、じゃあいいですよ。では下ろしますね。はい。はい。あと採血ね、ブラッドテストします。あ、はい、お願いします。ありがとうございます。この後、血液検査をしますので、はい、お着替えが終わりましたら、はい、3番のお部屋にお入りください。3番ですね。わかりました。